in your opinion, with that GOAT conversation, who are some guys that don't get mentioned enough in that GOAT talk?
Tim Duncan, absolutely. Wilt Chamberlain, absolutely. Bill Russell, absolutely. Like, you don't mention those guys. And all of them for different reasons. Because you think of like LeBron being a GOAT, what he's done on the court, what he's done off the court, how he's elevated the game, transcended the game. And then you throw Bill Russell into that conversation of what he was on and off the court for, the culture, for the league. Like there's so many conversations. Tim Duncan, his longevity with one team, like goes hand in hand with what Kobe did. You know what I mean? So like there's other guys that don't get, whether they're the GOAT or not, at least put them in the conversation. Their resume stacks up just as much. You know what I mean? Their resume is just as good as, MJ. Tim Duncan's resume is just as good as Kobe's. Like they got resumes that can back up this GOAT conversation. So I think those guys get overlooked.
Steph Curry should be mentioned in there too.
I think when he's done. When he's done. Because nobody's catching Steph's 3-point.
Man got 4 rings, man.
And count.
Okay.
4 rings. And Charles Barkley got none. And I bet you.
Well, he's not in that conversation. He's not in that conversation.
I said somebody think he is. Somebody.
They don't watch basketball.
Somebody out there old school thinking.
It's like you and Lonzo, bro. It's like
if you got Charles in the conversation as GOAT, they not watching
somebody
basketball.
in this world. Yeah. I'm not saying he in there. I did not say that. Not say that.
Kevin Hart shit.
I did not say that. No, I was talking about.
Why did he come to mind?
Yeah.
Because I was talking about Stephen Curry, and y'all.
And then you put Charles Barkley.
Just put that people talk about Charles Barkley like his.
Who have you heard say Charles Barkley?
It runs in the family. We got Charles Barkley, Lonzo Ball. It's like those basketball conversations are probably interesting.
Hey,
like you see Lonzo the other night?
The Longs. Can I get a one-on-one to the Long family?
Listen, come on. Longs is popping. Come on, man. I'm just saying they got to put Steph up in there. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I think when it's all said and done and Steph's career is over with, then I think for sure he's got shit on his resume that he can add to that GOAT conversation. You know what I mean? He'll go down as the best shooter in league history. Like nobody, I don't think, is catching his 3 points made in a whole span of a career. So he's got some shit to go in that resume to be in that GOAT conversation.
Yeah, I think it's based on, the real argument I think that people have is like, what is the GOAT? You know what I mean? Is it the stats that you had? Is it rings? Like everyone has a different argument on, what is the actual GOAT?
There's got to be multiple GOATs. Because if you're a GOAT to me, if the league changed because of you, right? And to your point with Steph, the threes being shot, the range, people shooting threes,
he doesn't change.
Steph transcended the game.
So Shaq's a GOAT.
Shaq's a GOAT.
For sure. I think Shaq's one of them,
Shaq's
I'm
a GOAT,
big
100%.
Shaq guy. He's
I just wanted to just say Stephen Curry's a GOAT. That's all.
You're right. I'm vouching with you. The Charles Barkley, I don't know where that came
said
from.
Charles Barkley was a GOAT.
You said Charles Barkley is a GOAT. Your family, your people think Charles.
You said your dad and your uncles think Charles Barkley is the greatest player to ever play basketball.
Some people in the world that consider him.
We know the people
as a GOAT. Not
you
me.
know the people.
Besides them, it's other people. Back to Podcast P.
All right, Jackie, it's time to check in on our picks.
You late, Dallas. I'm already on mine. It's playoff time, so it's getting serious up on here.
Man, I just won big thanks to Jimmy Butler and Bam beating their projections. How'd you do?
You ask me that every week and I'm up. But please let the people know what Prize Picks is, man.
Okay, so Prize Picks is a daily fantasy app where you pick 2 to 6 players, like the video on your screen, then pick if they will have more or less than their prize pick projection. You aren't competing against other people. It's just you versus the projections available. So how did you win, Jackie?
Man, all I did was place the entry on Russell Westbrook to score more points than he was projected to get, and Trae Young to score less than what he was projected to get. And at the end of the day, I always know how much money I won. But please, Let the Prize Pick people know how much money they can win out there.
You can win up to 25 times your money on any entry. And on top of all that, all first-time users that deposit and use our promo code PODCASTP will receive 100% instant deposit match up to $100.
He not lying, y'all. It's easy as this. If you deposit $20, Prize Pick's gonna give you $20. If you deposit $100, Prize Pick gonna give you $100. Cha-ching!